up, gorgeous people? This is Amber's DIY and other stuff. My name is Amber Meeks, and in today's video, I have 3 super easy spring into summer DIYs. So I like the whole lemon theme. I think it is super fun. So I decided to go with that for this year. And who knows, maybe I'll carry that into next year too. I'm not really sure at this time. But nonetheless, I have 3 super easy DIYs involving lemons and bees. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. Okay guys, for this first DIY, I'm reusing a grapevine wreath form, and then I have some baby's breath that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree, and then I have some lemons that I found on Amazon, as well as some Greenery Garland, also from Amazon. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is take this baby's breath, and I'm going to separate it until you get to the little pointy thing in the center there. I'm going to take one of the lemons, and I'm just going to press it firmly onto there. So this is just going to add a nice accent to these lemons for this wreath. So the next thing that I want to do is take the Greenery and a zip tie, and I'm going to be zip tying the Greenery to the wreath form here. So I'm just taking the zip tie, feeding it through that little round circle that was at the end of the Greenery garland, cutting off my excess, and now I'm just going to wrap it around the wreath here. So I'm not wrapping it around like super tight and close to each other. I'm kind of spacing it out because I know that I'm going to be using the lemons in between each of those spaces. So just keep feeding your garland through until you get all the way around to the other side, and then you're going to zip tie that other piece at the very end in place, and then we'll move on to the next step.
I was at the wrong place at the right time.
Okay guys, so now I'm going to take one of those lemon picks that I just created with the baby's breath, and I'm just going to press it in place in between those spaces that I left in between the Greenery into the wreath form here. Now I'm reusing this wreath form because I had it for another project, but you can find these at any craft store and sometimes at the Dollar Tree. So because I didn't feel like it looked full enough and I wanted to cover up like the zip ties and other things that I just didn't want people to see, I'm going to go ahead and add another strand of Greenery. So I'm first going to zip tie that into place, cut off my excess, and then I'm just going to wrap it around this wreath form just like I did before, in between all of the lemons and the baby's breath. Okay guys, so at the very end here, I just wanted to show you that I'm tucking that excess that was left over from that last piece of Greenery that I added on. I'm tucking the zip tie underneath that piece of Greenery, as well as some of the other Greenery that's already been wrapped around, and just zip tying that into place so that it's not so obvious and you won't be able to see the zip tie from the front part of the wreath. So now that I've done all that, it is completely ready to roll, and here it is on my door. Guys, I think it is so super cute and very subtle way to bring in summer and spring, and I'm going to leave this up literally all summer long. Okay guys, for this next DIY, it's going to be super simple. So how about I found these super cute pictures on a website called Unsplash. The pictures are totally free. You don't have to pay for them. So you just download them to your computer and then you can print them off. This is a very inexpensive way to make some cute signs. So I found this little saying on the internet somewhere, and I just typed it up and slapped it onto this printable that I got from Unsplash. Now I'm going to just measure it so that it fits into the frame. And then at first I was using the cardboard piece. I'm like, hello, Amber, use the glass so that you can see what you're doing. So I just stick the piece of glass on there, trace it out, cut it out, and then I'm just going to slap it right into the frame, guys. It's going to be that simple.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still uncaught.
Okay, so now that everything's ready to roll, I'm just going to secure it into place with some Gorilla Tape, and you can use any kind of tape that you want here, duct tape, whatever tape you can securely put this stuff into place. This is the back part of the frame, so no one is going to see this, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like.
Moving like the river goes, baby, going down, 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 down. Yeah, and I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure.
Okay guys, for this one right here, I just wanted to show you really quick that if you get a picture from Unsplash, and once you make it bigger, it gets really distorted. So you just really kind of have to leave it the same size so that it doesn't look distorted. Just go ahead and cut that picture out as is and use a mat in your frame, and that will make it so that it looks really nice in the frame and that it fits perfectly. So I'm just going to add some Scotch tape to the back of this little printable here. I'm going to slap all of that right into the frame, and boom, you're going to have another gorgeous picture. So let's go ahead and see how all of these turned out. Okay guys, for this last DIY, I'm going to take one of those foam balls that you can get at the Dollar Tree, some popsicle sticks, and some more of those lemons that I got from Amazon. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take the popsicle sticks and I want to cut them in half. So I'm going to use my wire cutters to do that. And this first one shot right across the room. And then I realized if I just did it a lot more gently, like just kind of did it side to side just like that, it comes off very easily and very quickly with no struggle. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is poke a hole into the foam ball wherever you want to poke your hole at. So what I'm doing here is making a pre-hole to be able to easily insert the lemons into the ball. So now I'm going to pull that popsicle stick out of the ball, and then I'm going to insert that same popsicle stick into the lemon, and then I'm just going to put everything right into the ball into where I put that pre-hole. If you try to do this with the lemon on the popsicle stick, it's probably going to go through to the other side of the lemon. So this is why I find this to be the easiest way to do this. So I'm just going to continue my way all the way around the ball until I think that I have enough lemons to move on to the next part. Okay, so this is what it's looking like after I've done all of that. Now I'm going to set this aside for a minute because we're going to work on this next part before we work on finishing the rest of that ball. So what I'm going to do is take this bucket here and this plunger that I got from the Dollar Tree, and this is not a hack that I created. This is one that I found from Olivia's Romantic Home, and all you're going to do is insert the plunger into the little bucket and it holds very secure and firm. So now I got to put a pre-hole into this ball so that I can put the ball on the end of the plunger. So I thought that this pin would work really great, but it ended up getting stuck in the ball and I had to use pliers to get it out. It was just a big old mess. So I would suggest like a screwdriver or something like that would probably have worked better. So now I'm just going to use that dowel rod that I had originally, and I'm just going to like reinforce that hole to see if I can get the plunger handle through there. So I still had some trouble with this, guys. I had to continue making it bigger, but just keep working with it until you can finally get it onto the end of the stick.
I'm holding on when everything's gone. I've gotta be strong.
Okay, so now that I finally have it on the end of the stick here, we are ready to move on to the next step. So I'm pulling out one of those lemons and I'm going to just insert it in that little round part that's at the edge of the greenery so that I can secure the greenery into place. So now I'm just going to weave this greenery all the way through this, what's going to be a lemon topiary, until I think that I've covered all of the places that need to have the greenery in place so that you cannot see the ball. Okay guys, so now that I strung all the greenery into place, I'm going to take some more baby's breath and I'm just going to insert it in there because I think it adds a nice decorative touch to this. So I'm just going to keep randomly placing baby's breath throughout this topiary. Okay, you're going to want to put some weight in your bucket, and I'm just using these wheels because I don't need them right now, and I'm not going to probably need them till after the summer. And I'm going to cover those up with some of the reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree, but you could totally use rocks instead of doing it this way. When I'm done, here it is, guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. I mean, I love it. I think it turned out so super cute. I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see. You can't see any of the ball anywhere on this topiary. It turned out beautiful. I love it. Let's go ahead and jump into my final thoughts. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed these 3 super easy DIYs. So the lemons I did get from Amazon. They were super inexpensive. It was only $15.99 for 30 of them. Now I am going to need to get more because I used quite a few on that topiary. So I'm going to need to get some more lemons to finish out the rest of my DIYs to carry it through the rest of my home. But I thought that that was a really good deal. Now I know sometimes Dollar Tree has that kind of stuff, but I personally have not seen these at my Dollar Tree. And these were really good quality. And I felt that 30 for $15.99 was a really good deal. So I will leave a link in the description box below for where I got the lemons. And then the Greenery, you can get that just about anywhere. I went ahead and just got mine from Amazon for convenience, but you could probably find a better deal at one of the craft stores or at even Walmart possibly to get the Greenery garland. But I was super happy with both the wreath and the topiary. And of course the pictures turned out just exactly as I expected them to. I mean, they were pictures. The only good thing about the method that I used is that it was, for me, it was completely free. So if you already have a color printer and you have access to a computer, all you have to do is jump onto that Unsplash website and you can find some really awesome pictures, and then you can add whatever words you want to add or just print the picture off, slap it in a frame, and you're good to go. So that's just another way that you can inexpensively create some home decor for each season. That's what I'm trying to spit out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed these 3 DIYs. I will have some more fun DIYs coming up for you in upcoming videos. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this one, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye! My name is Amber Meeks, and in today's video, I have 3 super easy spring, summer. Yeah, because I'm going to leave it up all summer. So, okay, try it again.